AC/DC, and no, we're not talking about the Hall of Fame rock and roll band. We're talking power, as in power generated by the oldest hydroelectric dam on Idaho's Snake River. Swan Falls Dam was built when President William McKinley was in office, and over 100 years later, it still provides for thousands of Idahoans. Don Nelson has more in this edition of My Idaho.
About 25 miles south of Kuna is a place that many have been to and many have really never explored. Swan Falls Dam is a hydroelectric dam that once provided power for the bustling mining town of Silver City.
Actually, the power from Swan Falls, after it went to the mines, one of the earlier contracts was Caldwell for all the municipal lighting. Also, not just lighting, but electric streetcars were kind of a thing.
Back in the early 1900s, there was a bit of a rivalry between Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla, which may not mean a thing to you, but the dam was one of the first AC plants in the West.
It also has kind of an interesting part in the whole war of the currents, kind of that battle between AC and DC with Edison on one side and George Westinghouse and Tesla on the other side.
Meaning Tesla's alternating current, known as AC, was cheaper to generate over long distances than Edison's direct current, DC.
DC would basically need to be produced within about a mile of where it was going to be used, but AC could travel far farther.
Idahoans are fortunate that the Snake River is known as a working river because of the number of dams and the power it creates on it. And according to Tyrone Korn, that's pretty cool.
Basically, you have fields that are coming next to each other, which when they do, it induces a current, and that's what creates the electricity. So yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Amazing indeed. And just for the record, no pun intended, being a former radio disc jockey, I appreciate Thomas Edison for inventing the phonograph. Don Nelson, Idaho News 6.